And also, too, that fight might not be over because we know Jane is crazy, and Jane be the one to get up, blood, bleeding, and everything, and end up shooting Dr. Tarabi. We don't know. We don't know.
That's
Dr.
real.
Tarabi should have went and sit down. I was like, oh, girl, you need to go check a pulse. Call the ambulance.
Right.
Do
Or had a
something.
gun.
Welcome back in, everyone. This is Black Girls Talking TV, where we bring the group chat to life and discuss all your favorite TV shows. Today is all about Paradise on Hulu, Season 2. We are discussing episode 7. What an episode, y'all. My feet are kicking. Do you hear me? I am Victoria. I am one of your hosts, and I'm a psychologist.
And I'm Kamaria. I'm an attorney and a pop culture writer. And before we get into this episode, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell, and hype us up. We're trying to get to 5,000 followers before the end of, I don't know, let's do it before summer, okay?
Right. No, honestly.
So make sure you in the comments engaging back with us. Like, we try to go through and make sure we hit all the comments. So let's talk about this episode. It was a lot packed into this episode. This is why I'm just like, bruh, they got a lot, and then they haven't fleshed out everything. So I'm a little annoyed at that because I'm like, only one episode left, but we did get some answers, but also
we got some
questions.
answers. But I think the main thing this episode gave us was in the president's in his monologue. Okay, his monologue let us know what the finale was going to be, baby. He said it's all finna happen at once. Everything is happening. Outside people trying to come in the bunker. People inside the bunker trying to destroy the bunker. The powers that be, y'all think y'all comfortable. Shit is coming. It's finna fall. We got a lockdown going on inside from the boardroom. Baby, it's all happening at once, okay? Yeah. Xavier and Teri is on the way back with their white babies. It's gonna be a war of the worlds. Like, straight up.
Yeah. I don't even know where to start. I think I want to, like, I don't know what your thoughts are, but for me, this nose bleeding and this Dylan being Dylan.
Yeah.
Being Dylan, her son. Thoughts on this?
I'm like, is it actually her son? Like, is it her son? Like, is it that Dylan, or is this another Dylan? Like,
I mean,
I don't know.
She seems to be, because she was like, all's right with the world, baby.
Yeah.
I can give you some. Like, she seemed to be very, very so at peace and so like, this is him. Like, I know it, that I feel like she must know something about how this is him, you know?
She also said it worked, and she feels like Dylan is okay. Which made her say, okay, I'm okay. One thing, though, like, that has just been a theme in all these episodes is just around this idea of parenthood.
Yeah.
So it could be that it is her son, but I don't know. What's this
my theory? This is my theory. My theory is this girl, whatever Alex is, Alex can do some shit. Alex is like a nuclear something. I don't know. It's something that is doing some shit, all right? Or maybe it's a person who knows how to create some shit. I don't know, right? I think she might have caused this world-ending situation because it would look at me. Because it would bring back her son somehow, and he would be dropped somehow into, like, somehow her son would be able to live and survive, and she doesn't know where, how, what, but he would bring him back. And this, she's like, it worked, or he's good. You know, that's what I feel, because she went so serious about trying to prepare a bunker. It's like she knew, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like she might have known, I'm about to do some, you know, I'm about to set off this little thing to bring my son back into the world, like quantum whatever, time jumping, I don't know, quantum mechanics, quantum physics, which one is it? Are they the same thing? I don't know. But whatever it is, I feel like she knew some shit was going to set off. That's why she did that bunker. She told the president, this is not like the PJs. It's about to happen, because she got to push the button. And I feel like maybe there's something that, like, she brought him back somehow.
Yeah, it definitely seems like Sinatra, at the very least, knew about all of these events occurring. And these nosebleeds keep happening when events are happening that aren't necessarily supposed to occur. Like, I don't think it was supposed to happen that Xavier leaves the bunker, he gets dropped off in Arkansas or whatever. That was like a bad loophole or a bad area or whatever, as Link described it as. I don't think that Link and Sinatra were supposed to meet, right? Like, I think at least not in that way. So I definitely seems like Sinatra knew what was happening, so she went. I feel like Alex is a time machine. I feel like she went and told Alex, let's go back here and let's and then all of these things start happening, so she was able to go back far enough in order to prepare, get things in alignment for this end of the world situation. And now everything is kind of crossing, events are happening that maybe she's not aware of, and so at the end she's going back to Alex. She like, hey Alex, what's good? And I feel like she gonna try to reset some shit again, or because she knows that everybody is coming, or yeah, I don't know what the or is. But
yeah, it's like you don't know, because it's like maybe she set, because if the folks go into the bunker before things set off, or no, they were like things were going off and folks were going into the bunker, right? It was like mayhem. Because I was thinking to myself, like, if she went into the bunker and then was just like, everything is about to be destroyed outside, so we gonna be inside, and then like maybe her son would survive or whatever, or could survive because he was the catalyst of this, or like the production of him. Or well,
I think the most confusing thing is like, if she went back in time, like, how is it that if Dylan is her son, just so happened to be the partner of this guy who also created this machine, or this was the creator of the company, of the whole shebang. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the confusing part about it. I'm like, how is it that Alex is the link there? Like, Alex is the link to so many people. You know, he's now linked to Xavier through Annie and the baby. He's linked to Sinatra if he is her son. He's linked to Alex because of the guy who owned the original company, so he knows all about these things, right? Like, it's just, why? He's linked to Billy from that one moment. It's like you link to so much shit. How?
Yeah.
How? And everybody who comes in contact with you, their nose is bleeding. Yeah. So it's almost like you ain't
Sinatra's
supposed
nose
to be
was bleeding too.
Sinatra nose
wasn't it?
Bled.
Like after Link was there, I thought I saw
right.
Nose
That's
bleed.
what I'm saying. Everybody nose is bleeding because of Link. Everybody nose starts bleeding because of him. Billy started bleeding after Link came in the room, after he shot the owner of the thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like the whole reset of the world might have been just to bring him back. Like, literally. Like, just bring him back. And so he's the unnatural thing that is everywhere, causing, you know, it's a static shock. You know, like when you bring a spoon and like it make the hair stand up. I don't know what you know what I'm talking about? He that thing that is doing that. And I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised. And then maybe she's like, oh, I'm gonna give, keep with my husband a little bit because I'm about to be gone. I'm about to go into Alex and I'm about to be reset back in time so that I can live a life with him.
With my son.
Yeah, I can go back in time to the time when, I don't know. But part of me wonders if that's what is going on with her going down there with Alex at the end, like, because she's all happy, she's ready. She's like, I'm good to go. We know it worked. He lived a life. I put him into I don't know. I feel like she put him back into the universe at some point. And so I don't know. I don't know. This don't make sense, but everything don't make sense.
It don't. But the odd thing is, right, like from pictures and stuff, it does not seem like Dylan and the other sister, the little Sinatra's daughter, are that far off in age. And so if he's supposed to be 26, that girl's still in high school. That's a far gap.
True. Yeah. I don't know.
It's very odd. But another thing that I was trying to loop into my theory is this idea that, because Cal's father set things in motion to make sure he would become the president. And he also had all of the diagrams and stuff. Like, he was prepared because it was all on that iPad that his father had access to, that Cal did not have access to back in season 1. Remember? So I'm also wondering if he knew about Alex and what was going to happen. And so that's how all of these events kind of just continue to string along down the pipeline. And what is his involvement, even though he's no longer here, because he died, right, in season 1?
I honestly don't remember, but I think so.
I can't remember.
I don't. He's definitely not in the picture anymore. So
yeah. So it's interesting because it's like I started to think about who all knows about Alex when the therapist was revisiting her journal, and it was like nobody knows about Alex except for Cartman, the housekeeper, Sinatra, and then Link. That's it. And with Link, I don't know if I need to call him Link or Dylan now, but with Link being one of the people who knows about Alex, he asked about Alex in their meetup. So let's go over into this. In my notes, I call it meeting of the places, meeting of the worlds.
Cute. Look at you. Naming scenes and stuff. Yeah, it was interesting. I thought that was very perceptive and smart of him and all the folks out there, really, I guess, to know that, like, you got apple pie. That means you got this, and that in there. So don't play me.
Yeah, plenty of power. Yeah, what stuck out to me in that was the Star Wars reference. He actually was really weird about Link, is that he makes a lot of references to pop culture, but when he was with Annie, he was acting like he didn't know any of her pop culture references. That was odd. That was really odd. But he said something like they Luke and Darth Vader, but she's Darth Vader because of the short hair. But I don't know if you know, in Star Wars, Darth Vader they end up finding out that Darth Vader is Luke's father.
Yeah.
Right. And so
I'm not a Star Wars person. I've not seen a single episode, a single movie. I'm used to love sci-fi has never been my thing. But I mean, is that even sci-fi, or is that that's sci-fi?
Yeah, I guess it would be sci-fi. I don't know what genre that's in.
Yeah, it's not my genre. Even like this wouldn't have been my genre, except for the mystery of it. I like the mystery of it, you know, sometimes. But yeah, look, they like to put all these Easter eggs up in here, okay? These little things that we don't know entirely what they are, but once the season ends, hopefully, there will be like, oh, it's that. I bet you they try to reveal all the secrets in a montage in the last 5 minutes. Like,
yeah,
I don't have time for that.
Maybe, or they're gonna leave this one on I feel like they're gonna leave this one on a cliffhanger.
Child, you leave it on
because they have season 3. Because I'm like, when are they going to
satisfy us this season? When are they going to answer the questions that were open this season?
I feel like it would actually be unsatisfying to go into the 3rd season knowing the 3rd season is the end with no questions.
I'm not saying no questions. They have to answer some of the questions from this season, because then it's like, oh my God, we just sat here and watched this whole season and we don't have nothing. Like, no answers. I think we're about to see
what happens when all of these things are happening at once to the bunker. We're about to see if the bunker
you have to find you another black girl to talk TV with for season 3 if they don't answer the questions. Some questions, like, give us some understanding of who Alex is. Like, you can answer questions and then they could lead to more questions. Like, I just feel like I want to know who Alex is. I want to know what the Link connection is. Like, how is he Dylan? I want to know what else. I want to know. I think that's.
I think they're going to answer some. I just don't think they're going to answer all. But I feel like we do know that there is some time travel. Like, I don't know. It's like you said, the Easter eggs. Like, even with Sinatra, when he was like, "Oh, I was expecting President Bradford," and she was like, "He's dead," and then he was like, "Oh, spoiler alert." You know, it's like, spoiler alert for what? Like, For the future, like, or for the, you know what I'm saying, for the past, like, what's a spoiler alert about the president being dead? I don't know. It's a lot. It's
Mm. I
it's a
mean,
lot.
I
And
thought
I was
about
thinking
it.
too, how did he even know Sinatra? He said Sinatra Redmond when that door opened. How did he know who that was?
I think he knew because he knew that the guy who, I can't remember his name, but the scientist who Sinatra killed to take the business, the bunker, and all the other stuff from. I think he talked to him. I think he knew that. I think he knew what was going on. That's what my personal thought is, that he knew that that was his partner. So I feel like he knew. But Sinatra, I think, just didn't know about him enough, because that's why she was like, this one guy owns it. This one guy we need to kill, as opposed to
Yeah.
like being like, oh no, he has a partner, kill them both,
Yeah. 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 Well, they
But
definitely didn't give us. Oh, go ahead.
But no, but that thing about what you said about the spoiler alert does have my brain thinking, because in my mind, I was like, he just means it that, like, right now she has updated him, and it's like, oh damn, I didn't even get to find out for myself. She told me. So that's what I was thinking about it as. But it could be like something as far as like a reference, a future reference. I don't know. I'd think about that more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
It
was just
just
thinking about it in reference to when Xavier told Terry about it, and Terry's like, "Oh, I'm sorry," because she has no idea what's going on, right? But
mhm.
also, too, I know that Link's character is very sarcastic, so it could be
Yeah.
anything. But it just, I don't know, it stuck out to me that he would say "spoiler alert" to that, and he's the
Mhm.
one who's time traveling. And yeah, I don't know,
But
I don't
we don't
know.
even know if he's time. We know
Yeah,
nothing about this,
yeah,
because if
yeah.
he is Dylan, he's not supposed to be time traveling. This is his rightful age. They
Right,
said he would be 26.
26.
So
Right,
what is he traveling from?
right.
Just traveling like the rest of us, going 1 second at a time. I
Yeah.
will say though, like in that meeting, she was like, cut the shit. You're not here for a generator or whatever he asked for. And so, what you here for? And so it's an interesting thing. I want a little bit of the veil to be let down a little bit, so we can know, okay, who's fighting who, how are they fighting each other, how do they know about it? And then season 3 can be the fight a little bit with extra mysteries rolled in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That would be nice too. That would be nice because yeah, they definitely didn't give us no real hint into what or who Alex is, because even at the end when Link was about to walk out of the bunker, Sinatra was like, "I'm gonna protect her" or something like that at all costs, and you're not gonna destroy what I've built. And then he went on that rant about like, you ain't built shit. You've actually lied, killed, and destroyed
Mm-hmm.
to do this, and you squeezed everything out of the planet and then destroyed the planet. So it's like, I don't know. We don't know what Alex is still. And this episode, it was like, baby, it felt like the coming of Christ a little bit.
I ain't got time. But
It was a good
yeah, I mean,
episode. It was a good episode.
a lot of things happen in the episode.
Yeah.
I'll say, I'll give you that. And we did receive some smaller answers. Do we want to talk about a little bit of some of the bunker stuff before we move into the the,
Yes.
the
Let's talk
Terry Xavier
about
side of it?
let's talk about Presley and Sinatra's daughter. They are starting to be on to stuff. It's so interesting. Everybody has like these different reasons for why they're trying
Mm-hmm.
to do what they're trying to do,
Mm-hmm.
And because nobody can actually work together, everybody has to work in these secret bubbles. It's like
Mm-hmm.
nobody's actually making a good decision
Mm-hmm.
because they're uninformed.
Hold up. Stop the presses. Stop the presses. We forgot the headliner, girl. Jane, because when you said people working by themselves in silos, it made me think about the therapist, the psychologist.
Yeah,
And I was
let's
like,
back it up.
nah,
Let's back it up to her.
yes, not her sitting here. I was like, all the time, every time she woke up and it was like, is she around? I was like, girl, this why you needed to have a crew of people. But lo and behold, she actually got the best of Jane.
Yeah, yeah, baby. My girl said, yeah, Okay, like I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
because I thought she was in that shower. I thought she was in that shower, and I said, damn, she finna get her. Like this is not gonna be good. And Dr. Tarabi said, baby, you thought, you thought,
Yeah. I'm surprised she got her. That's my personal take on
yeah,
it. I'm very
yeah,
surprised because
same,
Jane ain't one to play with. But we'll see. I
same,
don't know if she's gonna die, but she's losing
yeah.
blood, you know?
And also too, that fight might not be over because we know Jane is crazy, and Jane be the one to get up, blood bleeding and everything, and end up shooting Dr. Tarabi. We don't know. We don't know.
That's
Dr.
real.
Tarabi should have went and sit down. I was like, oh girl, you need to go check a pulse. Call the ambulance.
Right.
Do
Or had a
something.
gun. I don't know.
Right.
Do they have guns
Yes.
down there in the bunker? Besides the military and stuff?
I don't know if they, I mean, she's on
Allow
the
it.
board, so I don't know if she was equipped with one or what. It would have been nice if she was, since she's, board
Girl,
board
get you
meeting on her
one.
watch all the time.
Yeah.
But who
Get
actually
you
knows?
one.
I was thinking in that moment, I was like, was it Dr. Tarabi who said, like, did Dr. Tarabi end up finding out what or who is Alex? And she was the one who sent the message back to the Circuit City guy?
Oh. Oh. Like, yeah, but maybe there's separate systems. Maybe Alex and like, look, she might have been, or to be honest, what if everything that some of those things just haven't even happened yet? You know what I mean? Like, what if after all of this confusion, that somebody like Dr. Sarabi, they stop Sinatra, you know what I mean, from doing whatever she doing, and then they send some shit back. I don't know. Look, it didn't work though.
Right.
I would say it didn't work though.
Uh,
Um, so I girl, the
yeah, it would also be
theories
really sick
die
too if
before they
Sinatra,
leave my
because
mouth.
it would also be really sick too if Sinatra feels like, because she keeps saying what I'm doing is worth the sacrifice, it'll be worth it, I'm doing good work, and I do just wonder, like, does she feel that way because she's doing it all to bring her son back?
Yeah,
Because
that's
she
the
ain't healed from it, you know what I'm saying? Like, is this your number one drive, to bring your son back?
is when she says that though, it makes me think the opposite. It makes me think she really is doing something for humanity, or something that she feels for that is for humanity. But the other thing that I think about is sometimes people justify something in their own mind, and maybe like something bad was about to happen, but she kind of usurped it and decided to help it be for her benefit. And in her mind, she's like, something was bad was gonna happen anyway, so this is good for everybody, you know?
Child, I don't know, but I mean, if that's the case, that's what they say about the billionaires. You think you helping, but you're actually destroying. At this,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
you're doing less good.
And she's a billionaire. So
Right, correct, and a tech mogul, and a
yeah.
tech mogul, and
But
that's what they do.
yeah, well, back to the kids though, I guess.
Yeah,
Back to the kids, Presley
yeah,
and
yeah. Like I was saying, it's interesting that everyone is they have their reasons for why they're doing what they're doing, but it's like it ends up not being the smartest decision because they can't work together.
yeah.
Everybody is doing things in their own little secret pocket, and the kids just Presley mainly, she trying to figure out what the fuck going on with everybody she love. So she
Mhm.
just trying to find them, and she just thinks the place is creepy. I don't even know if Presley believes that there is like some sort of escape out of this world more so, or if she just is just like, everybody I love is disappearing, and I need my people, and so I want to do something
Mhm.
about that. But either way,
Mhm.
she is now bringing in Sinatra's daughter. Sinatra's daughter comes in goat status and is like, badges ready, we're cleared, palm on circuit, let's get going. And it ends with them being in that elevator because we got prison escape people breaking shit, and we got the boardroom, the board meeting going
Locking
on, and they
down.
breaking shit. So
Mhm.
yeah, let's get into the prison escape people. First thing I want to say, Robinson, baby, I said, why all the black cats picking up a white kid? I want to leave that little boy where he at. He keep talking out the side of his mouth. He don't know how to respect his elders. Leave him where
Mhm.
he at. Okay? Irritated. Because you're not about to keep reminding me I'm a side piece.
No.
And that man is dead.
I know. Look, ask your mom why he came.
Okay?
Okay. I ain't got time. Like, I was like, no, I wouldn't say nothing like that to that kid because it's hard to defend, but at the same
It is
time,
hard to defend, but we not.
but yeah,
I'm here helping
yeah,
you. You was finna
yeah.
You was finna die.
No, I agree. I agree. I agree. He a trip. And especially after she saved his life, it's like, bruh, your dad is gone, and she just saved his life. You was about to meet him. You was about to see him again, and she
Okay.
helped you. So just let it go. Let it
Yeah,
go.
she clocked him low. She said, "Oh, you nothing like your daddy, because he didn't try to hurt me on purpose,"
Mm,
uh, which seems to get under his skin a little bit.
mm,
But yeah, so they breaking shit down. They trying to get all the oxygen to escape so that they can open up not manually, forcefully open up the bunker doors. So this will be interesting. It's like, again, everything is happening all at the wrong time. The kids in the
mm,
elevator, now they stuck. I don't know how they
mm,
gonna get out.
mm. The
The
one,
boardroom. Go
yeah,
ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was saying the boardroom also, they put things on lockdown. So
Yeah. So it's actually like the exact worst thing, and I think there's because of the system conflict, neither of them can do anything. They can't open, they can't close because they're both just a problem. The one thing I was about to say was about Cal's speech when he was talking about like all good things come to an end, like they all these empires and winning sports teams and things, their reign ends at some point. I was like, "Who, child? This ain't the time in U.S. history to be telling us this. We got a
no,
lot going on, okay? Don't be telling us
honestly.
this. Don't be saying this line like y'all trying to have us escape reality or y'all trying to bring us deep down in depression because like that I was
The
like, "What?"
parallels.
I was like, he ain't wrong though. You know what I'm saying?
He
Like
not.
everything does come to it. But I'm like, child, I don't know what to
Yeah,
say.
no.
That's all. But I was just like,
Yeah.
I was watching that. I was like, damn,
Yeah,
this is too
it was
much.
a
This too much.
beautiful little monologue when that man said empires don't fall because of lack of preparation. They fall on their high horse. I said,
Oh
baby, we
man.
up under so many high horses right now.
Yeah.
With lots of redundancies, okay?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Roman
But
Empire
anyway.
thought they were invincible. And then
Yeah.
to have the final countdown playing in the background. I was like,
Uh Not and stuff. I wouldn't have recognized that at all.
I was like,
But
it was too much going on.
okay, but anything else in the bunker before we go on to Terry and all of this shenanigans on the outside? Like I said, it's just
Here, no,
a
let's go ahead.
jam-packed episode.
No, I think that's all for what's going on in the bunker. Let's go ahead and go to outside on regular Earth. Terry and Xavier are reunited.
Yeah.
Um
Somebody was in the comments and they were like, "Oh, what if I think that was a hallucination, like last episode?" And I was like, "No,
yeah.
they wouldn't do that to us." But I was like, I could see it being a hallucination, but
Yes.
thank God it wasn't. But
Yeah,
that
no,
was
I
a
saw
very
that
clever
comment.
theory. Whoever
It was
who said that, that was a
yes,
very
it was
clever
a
theory.
yeah, it was a clever theory. And when the episode started, I was thinking like, is he hallucinating? Is this a
Yeah,
dream? So
yeah.
whoever wrote it, you got in my head, baby, because I was like, it might be a dream. But thank goodness
Yeah.
it was not. And let me just say, Xavier, once again, he put his foot down. He said, baby, I am a husband. Okay. Excuse me. But for the next 10 to 30 years, bear with me. It was
Oh,
given this ain't temporary, it's forever. Okay, I am going to be overprotective of you,
yeah,
madam. And I know
yeah.
she's smart. And I said, yeah, my man, my man, my man.
Right.
Okay.
I know. I love Sterling K. Brown. Like he's so great. I think he is just such a good example of like manhood that has just good balance. Like he gonna do what he needs to do. He don't take no shit. And he's also just a kind soul, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I really enjoy seeing him. I love that they were able to connect. I was a little unclear as to like why he went into that tent by himself when the people was trying to talk to him. I was like, Teri could be there too. Like, why we separating them? They just found each other. Like, he went in the tent and debriefed them. But I'm like, let her come
because
in
Teri
too.
also needs to be debriefed.
I know, right? One band, one sound. They got now that they back together. They got to know what the other knows. So
Yeah.
I was surprised by that, and then I also was unclear as to why Teri had to go in by herself and why she stayed so long with the mailman. You know, that whole situation.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there was still some element of this is still my family. He fucked up. He crazy. I know what I'm dealing with, but I don't want nobody to die. She said, "Oh, murder. That's new." I'm like, you really don't know your husband. So I think she was just trying to diffuse the situation as much as possible. I was thinking like, we were supposed to get Gary too. It wasn't supposed to just be Jane. It was also supposed to be Gary. But Teri spared you, sir. She spared you with that hug.
When he said that thing about like, don't try to save a drowning man, I was like, it feels like you're about to. This feels. It feels like you're the drowning man that you're about to like drag her down. I actually was genuinely scared for her in that moment. I like was being in there, you know. And I guess I could see that if he thought Xavier was dead, that Xavier couldn't just show up. He would immediately be on alert and not relax at all. Maybe he wouldn't even brought Bean out. I don't know. But as soon as she had Bean, like, I needed her out there. I don't understand what all the extra, like, soothing of the soul was about. Because it's like, I said this in the beginning of this series. You can't be out here caring and ignoring the weird shit, the weird behavior. I'm not even playing with you because it's not even, it's a, you know, we were talking about gateway behaviors or age of attraction. Watch it if you haven't. But gateway behaviors in terms of, like, weird shit to, like, a mental health issue. You get what I'm saying? The pipeline there is there too. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, he might be the next Liberian coming to assassinate like the Liberian did.
That's why Xavier should have just got him. And that's why
I said he should have been gone.
It's like, and that's sometimes I'm like, it's crazy when we watch these shows and we're like, that's the only solution. You just gotta kill him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, what is TV doing to us? Because I just
it's a plot. It's a plot.
It's like, that should never be our, like, how we feel like it should be resolved. But part of me just feels like this is not the end of that mailman. They built him up for this.
Yeah, no, he coming back.
And
back.
Probably season 3 too.
Yeah, and I'm gonna need when things start to coalesce and they come back together, whatever's gonna happen, Teri don't need to be trying to play save a hoe. She need to get up off that ship. Because I don't want to see him now all of a sudden he at the bunker.
Oh, right.
They come back and go get him or something. No.
But I also am unclear as to why he chose. Well, actually, I'm about to say why he chose to stay. But then I realized the garden lady, I think that was who gave her the note that said, I have Bean. That seemed like the lady who was their garden lady. Yeah. And I was like, okay, they must have all just left him there and put him in isolation. You know how you be talking about, like, certain people, they need to be in isolation.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the community being like, you done killed somebody, you got to live this life. This is your sentence. This is your prison sentence. You can't go with us. Because I was like, why is he choosing to be there by himself? Right. At least go out and find you another crew. They ain't got to know about your past. Just be like, I just got lost. I don't know. Right. I don't have no people. I just got lost. And then they never got to know.
Or go to the swap meet because they didn't have an issue with him.
Yeah, and they didn't even know, right?
Yeah,
they didn't know. He needed to go to the swap meet. Either way, you know, because it's like no one wants to see anybody be alone and feel alone. But at the same time, it's clear mental health issues. You're a danger to the people around you. No matter what your intention, you are a danger. And I can't have that in my life, you know?
Yeah.
So you got to go. So I don't know.
Yeah, I was also a little confused at the kind of tuck and pull that Bean was having between Gary and Teri in that situation. He looked a little like, I don't know what to do.
He probably was scared. Gary's like, he gonna shoot me if I start running? Like, I'm gonna get shot in the back? Like, he don't know. Maybe. He probably was scared.
Yeah, I am still waiting on this conversation that Xavier is gonna have with Teri to say, hey, had sex with the therapist.
Oh, I had
because I
forgot about
thought
that
you were
until this episode. When
dead.
she was in the shower, that's what made me think. I was like, I know
Yeah.
I saw that shower head. It's like, that's what reminded me when she was in the shower. I was like, oh, Xavier actually, he done stepped out a little bit, forgot. Well, not forgot. He
He thought she
had,
was,
he
yes,
thought
it
she was
was,
dead.
we won't count it. We thought she was
Yeah,
gone.
yeah.
Um,
The only thing I will say is like when Xavier first disarmed everybody with his CIA ninja, knocked them all down, got the gun. I was like, okay, we're gonna go with this. We
no,
gonna go with
honestly,
this.
because y'all easily could have shot him.
Right.
It was one of him and 1,000 of y'all.
I was like, but okay. And so, once he had the control, I was like, okay. And he was like, here, you come here. I was like, but yeah, I don't know if we said, do we know what we think Sinatra's about to do with Alex?
Yeah, no, I don't know what. I don't even know if I have a theory about that besides her just trying to reset something because now everything is about to come to a head because right before that scene with her saying hi Alex, it is them 6 years earlier with Cal talking to the scientists and saying you can have all of these things in place, but you saying it's no possibility of something like this happening, it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. And now here we are with the possibility of the people on the boardroom trying to lock it down, the jail people knocking out all of the oxygen. Everything is happening at once. Somebody on the outside trying to get in. Like all of these things are happening. So I don't know if maybe now that she knows she's gonna go back a couple of days. Maybe she's gonna go back a couple of days and reset that conversation. Maybe she's gonna give him Alex. Who knows?
Reset the conversation. Oh, it feels like she wants to relive. Like, I don't feel like she wants this version of Dylan. I think she just wants to know that he existed, and that means she can go back. But deeply believe that this is such a wrong path of such a wrong thought, and this is not going to be what it is. But in my mind, it's like, might be,
Yeah.
But anywho, that's all I got.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments. What y'all think is gonna happen, honey? What little nuggets were dropped that we did not pick up? Let us know. And we're gonna catch you for this finale of Paradise next week. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, and follow us. And yeah, see you next week. Bye.